A concert of ghosts of the past. That's what I saw last night. The Rolling Stones, The Who, Paul McCartney, and even John Lennon. All dead men singing. It was a blast from the past. A trip down memory lane. And if you closed your eyes, you could almost believe that time had stopped. Almost. It was the first time in 13 years that Mick Jagger had performed with the Stones since the death of their guitarist, the great Brian Jones, who died in 1969. You know, the irony is that Brian Jones was so talented, so brilliant that even after his death, his ghost still managed to steal the show. When I arrived at the stadium, there were huge crowds of people waiting outside, mostly young people. Many of them had never even heard of the Rolling Stones. They were just there to see what all the fuss was about. Some of them looked a bit lost, a bit out of place. It was like they had wandered onto the set of a period drama. The atmosphere was electric. There was a real sense of occasion. When the band finally appeared on stage, the crowd went wild. They played all their greatest hits: Satisfaction, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Paint It, Black, Brown Sugar, Hema Shelter. It was a 2-hour set, and not one single person left their seat. Not one. At one point, Mick Jagger came out into the audience and walked right up to the front row. I could see him. He was right in front of me. I could see the sweat dripping off his face. He was really enjoying himself. At one point, he leaned over and whispered something into the microphone. He said, "This is the greatest moment in the history of rock and roll." I don't think he was joking. There was a big screen on the stage showing old footage of the band. You know, the classic stuff. The kind you've seen a million times before. But it was great to see it again. It brought back so many memories. And then towards the end of the concert, the lights dimmed and the screen went black. And then suddenly the music stopped. There was a long pause, an awkward silence. And then the lead singer said, "Thank you very much," into the microphone. And then he turned and walked off stage. The whole thing felt strangely anticlimactic. I couldn't believe it. It was over. The Rolling Stones were no more. As I made my way through the crowds, I couldn't help but feel a sense of sadness. It was the end of an era, and yet at the same time, there was a sense of relief. It had been a long time coming, but now it was finally over. So what do you think? Did the Rolling Stones put on a good show? Are they still relevant today? And what about their legacy? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts.